I had a painter and decorator come round this week. He's an airline pilot on furlough. He made a lovely job of the landing. Right, so hello again everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at the GS King X, which is followed on from the GT King and GT King Pro from Beelink. Now this has got a heavy price tag, and for most people watching this video it's not going to be relevant to you and you're not going to want to buy it. And another thing I don't like is when I'm getting emails about incentives saying if you get so many views on YouTube we will pay you so much money. Don't work like that on free tech. If your product's good, I say it's good. If it's dog shit, I tell you it's dog shit. Right, so that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's crack on. Right, so what I will ask is comment down below if you own any Beelink products and what you think of it and how it works. Does it work well for you? Obviously, I want to thank Beelink for sending this product out to review and for me to test. And I'm going to be giving this my honest opinion and honest review. So yesterday we're looking at the GS King X edition and it's an absolute beast. If we do a very fast unboxing, you can see the box. It's a box. Quite a nice box actually, but it's a box still. When we open it, you've got a nice little ribbon that's round the box itself, and that's to actually help you get the box out of the box. So the device out of the box, because it really is that heavy. And the box itself does look really nice. It's fully made out of metal, and it is very big. And then obviously what you get inside the box is your usual, so you've got your plug, you've got your HDMI cable, you've actually got a couple of brackets to be able to mount another hard drive. It allows you to mount 2 hard drives up to 32 terabytes. You get an SD card that's actually got Core Elec on it, so Core ELEC, and this allows you to boot up into a different mode, which is like the K word, so KODI. I can't really say it on YouTube, they don't like it, but it's like a media library. And I think what Beelink are trying to target with this device is for it to be a NAS, so a network attached storage device. So what they're saying is if you're on the same network, you can start transferring files and all that kind of shit. I don't really know too much about that. I will learn more about it and do a review on that in the future. And then you obviously get the remote. It's got a USB dongle, which means it's going to pick up what you're doing a lot better than an infrared remote would. And it's also got the dedicated mouse button, which we do like to see. Although, from Beelink, if you are watching this, please turn down the sensitivity on the mouse because it's crazy. It's crazy fast. And then one more thing. On the side of the box it says, easy to record every bits of your life and look back at those beautiful moments. Although that is a lovely quote, put an S on bit and kind of makes it look a bit strange. Now if you put easy to record every bit of your life, nice. But you're actually putting this quote everywhere you're advertising it and no S is needed on bit. Every bits of your life. Right, so on the front of the box we've got a dedicated power button, we've got 2 USB 3.0 ports, and we've got a micro SD card slot. On the right of the box we've got that lovely quote that we've just mentioned. Another thing to mention about this box is there's plenty of ventilation. On the left side you've also got a cover saying please do not cover the cooling outlet. And on the back of the box you have got quite a lot going off. You've got a headphone jack, so the hi-fi sound. You've got RCA output, BAL output, you've got your power port, AV, HDMI, a USB 3.0 and an OTG port. I'm guessing those both just work as USB ports. The OTG is usually used for plugging your remote in if it has got a USB dongle with it. And then you've got the optical and the Ethernet port. Now I am guessing this is a gigabit LAN port as well, but if it isn't, I will put something on the screen now. And then just above where all this is going off, you're going to see some more ventilation. And this is space for 2 hard drives. And now Beelink have sent me one with a 4 terabyte hard drive in already. And all you do is simply unscrew the 4 screws that you see around the edge, and then that cover will pull off. And then you've got a hard drive sat in there and you've got room for another hard drive above it. But I do think when you're purchasing the GS King, you will have to purchase the hard drive separate. And they are easy to install, and like I said, It's letting you access a hell of a lot of storage for storing your media on your streams, everything like that. But what Beelink have said to me is, it is in early development, there are a few bugs with it, so I'm not sure why they've sent it out this early. They should have just waited before they sent it anybody, rather than trying to over-promote it, because nobody's going to really be able to do a full review on this. And coming back to the hard drives, any 3.5-inch hard drive can be installed into this device. And what do you think of the alien face on the front? I'm not too sure about it, me. It looks like a bit of a rush design. But it's nice to see that the eyes do turn a different colour and they do turn blue. And also another thing I forgot to mention on the front, I thought that was a camera, but it's not. I think it's to do with infrared. And then it says it supports Dolby Audio and DTS Listen. So let's get the box started up, see what it looks like. Have they done anything any different? And let's see how it performs. And I'm really not expecting a lot out of this. Telling you, you shouldn't send it out in early development. If you want to look at the specs of the device, I'll put the back of the box on the screen now. You can pause it if you like. And then on the bottom of the box, it's worth noting, there isn't no ventilation, but they've got these like rubber strips. And that's going to stop it sliding about and things, which is really needed. Then that's it. I'm sorry that took so long as well. There's a lot going off on this box because it's easy to record every bits of your life. Right, so when we first start up the box, you can see it looks exactly the same as previous Beelink devices, being the GT King and the GT King Pro. So if you want to look at more in-depth reviews and tasking and things like that, I'll leave a link to the GT King Pro review in the top right-hand corner now. All the specs are pretty much exactly the same. The GPU, the CPU, the RAM, the internal storage, literally everything is exactly the same. But obviously with the GS King X, you have got a few added perks to that. Now, I'm going to be honest, I first set it up in the living room just to test it out, and I know the picture quality is not the best in the world, but I just got it on camera just to show you, and I tried connecting to the Wi-Fi, and for the life of me, I couldn't get it connected. I was trying different networks, I even tried the VPN router from Hidden Router, and I couldn't connect. Now, in the living room, the connection isn't the best in the world anyway, but once I finished it and then connected through the device itself and not the startup, it did connect alright. So I don't know what went off there. And then when I was looking what was pre-installed on the device, I also found a weird game, and I don't know why it was there. I was trying to catch fish in nets, and like I say, I don't know why it were there. But it might have been something they were testing there and to see how it works with games and things like that, and I'm not sure that will come pre-installed on the official release. Now, like I say, we can see I have installed a few different things onto this. It is a pretty basic layout. If I click on the mouse on the remote as well, you can see just how sensitive that is. If I move, it flies round, it really does. And what you're going to notice with these kinds of devices, they are actually a mobile phone, so a touchscreen layout. You can drag down from the top, it looks like a mobile. You've got a power button, you've got the back button, home button, and all that kind of shit at the bottom. You can add things to the home page by clicking the plus minus icon there. You can remove a few things if you don't want them on and add something else, and then click the back button and you will see it go on. You can click all the way across on the home page and it'll come up with like a media, so for your media apps. Click it across again, this is like a gaming apps section, but you can put whatever you want in them, and then across again, and that'll direct us back to the home page. One thing I did forget to mention, if you look at the home screen, at the top centre you see a multimedia option, and when you click on that it shows you your local disk, and you also see the external hard drive, and if I click on that it takes me straight into those files and those downloads that I did. If I go to local disk, it's obviously going to show me stuff from the internal memory, but it's nice to see how fast you can actually access the stuff that you've downloaded and installed. If we go to settings, we go down to Droid settings, what we're going to do, we're going to see more settings, and once again you're going to see this loads up just like an Android phone. And if we look at the memory, you can see it has got 4GB of RAM. And if we look at the storage, you can see it's got 64GB and 9.28GB of that is used already. Then you've got a portable storage, which is a hard drive that's in the back, and that is a 4TB hard drive. I've clicked on it. I don't even know what this is. I'll have to have a play with it and do a review on it in the future when it's all updated. But I have installed a couple of movies onto that as well, and it's only used 2GB. Now I'm quickly just going to go into my apps, and there's a lot of things I've installed on here as well. An ES File Explorer was one of them, and this was to see if I could download media content from an app directly to the hard drive that's installed, the 4TB. And at the moment, I haven't found a way to do this. If I use Advanced Download Manager, it's not actually detecting that there's a hard drive there. So what I've been having to do is download them to the internal storage, and then moving them from the internal storage to the hard drive after. So copy pasting, then deleting from the internal. And if I go onto movies, you can see they're there, and they do play awesome. But you could really just get an external hard drive for a normal Android box that you're already using. And I don't think network attached storage is what anybody's really going to need. If I go onto YouTube, I'm going to just see how the 4K footage plays on this device. I'm guessing, like I say, it plays exactly the same as it does on the GT King Pro. So now that's playing. That doesn't look good at all, does it? Oh, there we go. The picture has come in. It's playing normal. It's playing fine. No buffering. I like it. Playing exactly the same as the previous version. But you can see that the colours are a bit washed out. And like I said, if you want to see more about what this part of the Android device can do, you can check out that other review. But we can now boot into Core Elec. So now we're going to boot up into a different mode, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. If you remember, we got the little SD card that came in the box with the Core Elec loaded on. So I've now plugged that into the front of the device, and I'm going to long hold the power button. And then you're going to see this menu on the right hand side, and you can see it says System Switch. So when I click on this, I do have to click it a couple of times for some reason, I don't know why. And we're going to see how it boots up. I don't know, there shouldn't be anything I have to do. But like I said, I do expect it to be buggy at the moment, because Beelink have already been emailing me saying there's bugs with it, this isn't working, that isn't working, they'll be fixed in the next update and shit like that. Like I said, they have been sent out way too early, but that's just my opinion. Right, so I'm still sat here after a few minutes, and it's still a black screen, so I'm guessing that's also a bug at the moment. And I have seen other reviews saying they can also not get Core Elec working, or it to boot up in that mode. Now, I've got to be honest, when I first launched this, I didn't know the exact price of what it was, but I've just loaded this page up, and holy shit, that's a lot of money for this device. $481. I thought the price was around $350. Now, for a NAS device, so a network attached storage device, they are quite expensive. But, like I say, I'm not too familiar with how to work it and what's the most effective way of using it at the moment. And I am going to learn a bit more about it, but I can't see how that's going to appeal to me that much to port with that much money. Now, I'm more of a streamer kind of guy, rather than your really in-depth tech and all that kind of shit. So I'm guessing most people, well, most of you watching aren't really into that deep technical kind of shit. So I'm guessing it's not going to apply to you either. But that's a massive, you might as well get the GT King Pro if you like the Beelink, and then just add an external hard drive. Can't get my head around it. Oh, but now I've just clicked on Geekbuy. That was on GearBest. This is on Geekbuy, and I can't find it on Banggood at the moment. I'm not sure if they haven't got it listed, but that's at £208. Now, that price is a lot more appealing, but for that price, you get an Nvidia Shield. So Beelink really are coming into this market with something they really do think is worth it. But I want to know your thoughts in the comments section down below. For this price, would you rather have the Nvidia Shield, or would you rather have the Beelink GS King X? My answer, for my purposes and what I use devices for, the Nvidia Shield will be my choice every day of the week. But I am interested to know what your choice would be. And it is a gigabit LAN as well, so I were right on that, thank God. I'm right with something for once. So I've just booted the box back up. I've taken out the SD card with Core Elec on, and I've booted it back up so it boots up in the Android TV version, or the Android launcher. And I'm going to stop the whole video there because it's just not ready for a review. The Google Play Store's on there. You know I'm connected to the internet. We've just been on YouTube. We go onto the Google Play Store, and for some reason, it just keeps saying checking info, or it will come up saying can't connect right now, try again later. Now, I know they did email me about this saying that this is going to be updated and it will be working from the next update. And like I said, it's hard to give it a fair review at the moment because it's not ready. Now, I wish I could say this device is going to be something awesome, it's going to be a game changer, and it's something that's going to appeal to me. But I really can't say that. It's not going to appeal to me. I know why the 2 hard drives may sound appealing, but I've got more freedom with an external hard drive because I can plug that into my PC, put whatever I want onto it, and then just plug it into an Android device separately, and I'm good to go, and it's as fast as that. I don't know if they're just making things more complicated. Let me know what you think down below. I will do another review on this in the future once it's all up and running and working. I may love it the next time I look at it, but at the moment, it's really not for me. Right, I'm going now. That was boring, weren't it? Right, so that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you soon. Ta-da! Right, so hello again everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the GX King S. No? Now this has got a heavy You can add things to the home page by clicking...